Hi everybody, I'm Chris Brinkley with Coach Jason Simpson. It's the Jason Simpson Show. Tennessee Martin with a big win over Eastern Kentucky, 10-7 Saturday. Coach, a great homecoming game.
Well, it was, and a great crowd, and I mean, that's the pageantry of college football. I mean, that's why people come back, and the traditions are built and stuff. So it was great to get a win in front of our family and friends, and it was great to get a win against a program that we've never had a victory over.
0-20 in the history of the two meetings between the schools. It's good to get this monkey off our back.
Well, it really was, and it's exciting to go back to practice this week. No matter how the season ends up, this is something that the players will always be a part of this 2010 season, and it keeps us alive in the conference race as we take on a non-conference opponent this week.
Okay, it was a historical day. We'll go back and watch the footage here as Tennessee Martin gets the win over Eastern Kentucky. Beautiful day at Graham Stadium. UT Martin facing Eastern Kentucky. Let's go to the beginning here. Coach Jason Simpson and Chris Brinkley as we review the film.
Nice play action, open the game, and actually here, if Shiver can keep his feet and get up the boundary, may have a chance for a big one. Play action there off the sprint draw, and Derek does a nice job stepping up, finding Brian Milligan on a nice gainer there, and get something going here. And really disappointing here, 3rd and 2. We get the little play action, fullback in the flat, and young quarterback mistake. Derek puts it on the ground, and we turn the ball over, and East Kentucky's back on offense.
Yeah, pretty good field position here to start the drive, but the defense steps up.
Defense played hard all day, and they can't say enough about Tim Cox and Justin Darden, their effort in getting to the quarterbacks and their tackle for losses, and they really did a great job. A little draw play there to Tevin Barksdale, and he's been consistent and running the football. Got to continue to improve on other things as far as playing running back. Not very happy with our offensive line play. We've got to play more consistent, more physical. We got our quarterback hit entirely too much throughout the game.
This time prior with a pass for Eastern Kentucky.
You see there, they got a little drive going here, and we're fitting the blocks, just not getting off the blocks and making the tackles as we did throughout the game. Quarterback's a pretty elusive guy. That was a good, a good conversion for him.
Pryor will run it again.
Like I said, this was the only time throughout the game that I thought that our defense kind of got a little bit out of sync and got a little bit ahead of themselves and didn't get the big stops.
And there you go as Eastern Kentucky takes it into the end zone here early in the second quarter.
And I believe after that drive, our defense only gave up like 74 or 78 total yards against Eastern Kentucky. Getting close to A.J. Williams coming out of one of these, and if we can get back to the 35-yard line, that gives you a little bit of breathing room, gives you some momentum for your offense to get out and ready to make a play.
It's pass to Ben Everett.
Nice job. Ben had a good day, had 2 big catches, and Derek Carr finding him on the off the sprint draw action, and I mean changing the field, and it's good to see old Ben making a few plays.
This time Carr will run the football.
Good job here. Really nobody to throw to, and Derek, has got some mobility. He steps up, makes a positive play. We come up short on 3rd down, and Cody Sandlin come in for the field goal, and very proud of where he is this part of the year, and made tremendous improvements from the spring. So he's been certainly a bright spot.
Second quarter, Eastern Kentucky with the lead, but UT Martin on the scoreboard. 7-3 the score here on the homecoming Saturday matchup between the two clubs.
This was one that kind of got away from us a little bit. There's Obi, the freshman, on the coverage, and got to get there with the pressure, and didn't get there, and they're able to make us pay.
Eastern Kentucky had brought in Russell at quarterback to replace Pryor for a bit.
Had a couple busted coverages in the flats. Different guys, our curl players, not rallying up to the flats, and they were able to find their open receiver and make a few gains.
Field goal attempt.
Great effort here by Justin Darden and our defensive line. I mean, that is a huge. We take 3 points off the board, we recover it, and we're able to get some field position. I mean, that's 2 or 3 on the year that we blocked, and that's what we talk about. Don't take a play off, keep playing, make things happen, and we go to halftime down 7-3.
Back with it, Eastern Kentucky.
Right there, Justin, keep playing. I mean, that's a touchdown right there. Not only did you catch it, but the fumble, and we'll go back and look at this, but you'll see we get a knock loose of the quarterback, and Justin Darden's having a great game, and he has a chance to really make an impact and score some points here. So he drops it in the air and then thinks it's an incomplete pass, and kind of loses his focus for a minute and doesn't recover the ball.
And you definitely see him, Coach. I mean, he's there and has the ability to pick it up and take it to the end zone.
Exactly. I mean, here comes Tim Cox doing a great job running past their tackle and getting the knock loose. And then the ball comes out, and Justin has a chance to catch it, and now it's a fumble. Pick it up, and we don't, and they get the ball, and actually I thought they were going to come out of this, but got to take advantage of those things.
75-yard punt here.
I tell you what, all year long we have been just other opponents, punters have just killed us, and put us down there at the 1-yard line. The good thing is, this isn't the first time we've been down here for sure.
It's to Shiver.
Nice job there, Derek, getting it out there to Shive and giving us opportunity to convert here on the 3rd down.
This time to Milligan, who can be a playmaker when he catches the ball.
Yeah, Bryant's come alive for us lately. Great job there by Jeremy Buchanan, getting out there cutting on the perimeter, and Buck, as we call him, has had his best game of the year, and he was one of the few bright spots offensive line-wise throughout the week.
Barksdale.
A little zone play, and Tevin doing a nice job running between the tackles, and got to establish some runs so we can play action.
Or back to Shiver.
Nice job here, but if Derek puts a little air on this ball, I mean, that's a touchdown. We run a little stutter and go there by Shiver, and Derek thought he had to throw a little flatter to get it in, but a little air would have been big for us. You'll see here, Tevin's got to take care of the football. The backside corner comes across on the blitz and runs him down, and there's 2 times we're in the red zone there and we turn the ball over and don't get any points. And when you're not scoring enough points, those are your problems.
Prior sack by the Skyhawks and Justin Darden.
This is unfortunate. You'll see there, this is not a fake punt. This is their punter just mishandling this, and we don't keep contained. And we're trying to get the punt return set up, and Aaron Carney blows the contain, and the punter's able to get out and get the 1st down, and that was pretty unfortunate. Missing tackles there and then changing the field on us, but that was one of the few runs that they had throughout the game.
Eastern Kentucky holding on to a 7-3 lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Great job by Tim Cox there on the backside defensive end, running it down, and just really felt the last 2 weeks our defensive line's getting better. And there's Josh Bay with a nice physical tackle, and he's making his presence known, and hold him to a field goal attempt, and misses it, and you never know. That's why you keep playing.
And the blocked field goal attempt, and then that one really plays big here toward the end of the game.
It certainly does. It gives us an opportunity to keep the run game alive. And there's Jason McNair with the off tackle power play, making somebody miss, and got to get him going. He needs a big game for us throughout the rest of the year. Come up a little short here on the 3rd down conversion, and then have to punt it. And nice protection there, and Joe's able to pin them deep. Nice tackle there by Gerald Guffin, laying out and changing the field position. That's what we've been missing in some of our losses throughout the year.
4th quarter, what a game, a defensive battle, 7-3 to score. Eastern Kentucky with the lead.
Great job there, good defensive call. They're not handling our blitzes very well, and we're playing fast at this point, and just looking for that break, looking for that turnover.
Skyhawks back with the football.
Great job here with Derek finding Kenny Jones on the the back out of the backfield and the vertical route, and Kenny's a guy that needs the ball in his hand. We got to get it in his hands, and he's just he's big and strong and just a solid football player.
They stop us though and hook with the punt.
Yeah, great job here, pinning them deep. Able to find it and get them inside the 10-yard line, and once again playing field position, knowing that we've got the the 4th quarter, and we're 1 score down at this point. Great job there on the penetration, and Justin Darden showing his senior leadership and making plays, and trying to get this point, get the crowd into it, and change the game.
Other stops by the Skyhawk here on Pryor.
And there we are. We got good field position here, so now now you're just a couple 1st downs away. Great concentration there by Shiver, able to make the play. And
next play here, Carr finds Ben Everett.
Get the blitz, and Derek's able to find the open guy, and Ben makes a play here and gets up the field, and doesn't always have to be the most elaborate scheme in the world. Just throw and catch, and nice concentration here by Daniel. We actually, you'll see, we're very fortunate in this, but we need some, I guess you make your own luck, but we blow the protection and give up some pressure here on our quarterback, and the ball actually, Derek Carr's elbow gets hit. And Daniel Chamberlain, the wide receiver, is a strong guy, and he's able to basically throw the corner off of and make the play. You'll see here we give up the pressure, and our quarterback gets hit, and then Chamberlain's able to kind of fend off the cornerback and make the play and get in the end zone, and that was a much-needed touchdown to put us in the lead.
Giving the Skyhawks the lead. Let's watch it one more time here on the game-winning touchdown. Carr got hit pretty good there.
Derek took some shots, and we've got to do a much better job protecting him, or it's turnovers and keeping him off the ground are of the utmost necessity.
Point after is good, so it's 10-7. Eastern Kentucky needs a field goal to tie or a touchdown to win the game here.
Pretty disappointing here. We didn't get a very good kick. Didn't stay in the hang time very much. They get the ball at the 14-yard line. We miss a tackle, and they're able to get it out there to past midfield. Now Cody does a nice job on the tackle, but poor kick gives him good field position. And at this point, we've got to do something big, or they're going to be able to tie this game up and get the pass interference. So at this point, they're liking the momentum they've got going, and to tie the game up.
Here's another pass from Pryor. Complete, and they're certainly in field goal range here, Coach, and looking for a touchdown. And this is when the defense steps up.
Well, they're at 17-yard line, and they get it offsides, and a great call by our defensive staff, and bring pressure from the field, and they run the sweep, and Kendall Harper comes unblocked, makes the play, and pushes them back. And now I believe we got them to second down, and then they run it again, and we stop the quarterback draw because they're just trying to get inside the 30. So now here you are on third down, and the pressure gets there. So now they're at the 36. So now, this is going to make it a 51-yarder, which is a stretch, for any kicker in our league.
And this would have tied the game.
The last couple of years we've played them, and we've missed our kick to win the game, and this was their opportunity to kick and tie the game, and they didn't make it.
Still have time, though, with just under 3 minutes left. You've got to take care of the football and run some clock out on offense.
Well, no question. This is a very difficult situation because we have not proved that we can run the ball effectively when we have to, so we go with the play action on third down, and, like that should have been pass interference, but, Shiver goes up and makes the play and seals the victory for us.
Gutsy play call there, Coach, and it certainly pays off as you get the first down, get some more time, and that's the ball game. Skyhawks win it over Eastern Kentucky after going 0-20 against the Colonels in the 20 meetings prior to homecoming Saturday there, and UT Martin gets the victory 10-7. And Coach, that's got to be big for your team's confidence this season.
Well, it was big because it was the next game, and it was big because it keeps us in the race, and we all accomplished something together that the school hasn't accomplished before. So very proud of the program, very proud of the kids, and we'll move on to this week.
Almost 6,000's in the stand at Graham Stadium Saturday, and everyone was celebrating.
A great tradition here, UT Martin homecoming, and great crowd, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
Coach Jason Simpson, as we watch the film, Eastern Kentucky and UT Martin. Coach, a short week. Lambeth, the opponent, on Thursday. We don't want to take this team lightly.
Well, there's no way we can. We're not good enough to take anybody for granted, and it's a different team than some of the past non-conference opponents that we've played. You're talking about a team that won 14 games last year. They've got some NFL caliber talent that scouts go through there and look at. As a matter of fact, if you put them in OVC uniforms, you can't tell the difference in some of the opponents that we play. So give them credit as far as the talent that they've accumulated there at Lambeth and their transition to Division II. So it'll be a second half, fourth quarter game.
You're familiar with some of those players. Maybe you recruited them or vice versa, right?
There's a couple of them there sure are that were West Tennessee kids that for whatever reason, maybe we didn't have room for, but they're quality players. But a lot of their out-of-state and their transfer players or their physical, you can tell the difference, and you'll be able to tell their defensive line, especially. They're 6'6", 6'7", wide out, and they're very explosive tailbacks. So definitely got a challenge on our hand this Thursday.
Okay, watch us next week on the Jason Simpson Show for the highlights from the Lambeth game. For Coach, I'm Chris Brinkley. Thanks for watching.